In this video, I am going to explain hybridization of complex compound. In my previous video, that is hybridization part 1, I have explained what is hybridization, its type, and I have given some examples also. Today I will discuss hybridization of complex compound. And to explain this process, I have taken two compounds. These two compounds I have selected. To find hybridization, two things are required. First is electronic configuration of central metal. In this compound, this is central metal, and here this is central metal. And second is oxidation number of metal. The concept of electronic configuration and oxidation number both we have done in standard 11 class, and its application is going to be used in standard 12 and other competitive examination. So first compound, suppose I have taken K4 FeCN6. It is potassium hexacyanate, hexacyanoferrate. We can write this compound like this also. Both are correct. Here this is the central metal. So if we find the oxidation number, first we need to find oxidation number. Potassium, 4 potassium is there. Central consider X. 6 cyano is there. There is no charge, so it is 0. Potassium valency is +1. Cyano valency is -1 is equal to 0. X plus 4 minus 6 is equal to 0. X is equal to E2. This is the oxidation number of central metal. Now we need only central metal and its oxidation number. Fe, its electronic configuration is argon, 3d6 4s2. And if we write Fe2 plus, then its electronic configuration is argon, 3d6 4s0. So this is coordinate compound. Actually we need to vacate 6 vacant orbitals so that coordinate bond formation takes place. So I have created the compound, I have found the oxidation number, and the compound is Fe2 plus Ar 3d6 4s2. Now how we will feel the electron? That is important. So here D subcell has 6 electrons. D subcell has 5 orbitals. S subcell, this is 3d. This is 4s, and we need some extra orbitals also, 4p. Now 6 electrons are there, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. After that we have to see that the ligands K4 FeCN6, suppose this is a compound. Here this is the ligands, and if the ligands is a strong ligand, or low spin ligand. There are two types of ligand, a strong ligand or low spin, or weak ligand or high spin. So if there is a strong ligands, then pairing will take place. Subshell orbitals will get paired. And if it is weak ligands or high spin, then there will be no pairing. As CN is a very strong ligands, so the subshell will get paired. That is here one, two, this. So now we have 2 vacant orbitals and we need 6 vacant orbitals. Mind it. Number of ligands, it is also called coordination number, and number of ligands, as many ligands we have, that many vacant orbitals we required. So we need 6. So we will take, this is D2, this is S, and 3p, P3. And we will fill the electron of ligand. So its electronic configuration, its hybridization will be D2sp3. This way we can fill, this way we can find electronic configuration of a coordinate compound. I am using another example, and in that another example I have taken high spin or weak ligands. First we need oxidation number. So this is X minus 4. Oxidation number of chlorine is minus 1. That we have done in standard 11. And after that 2 negative charge, here put 2 negative. X is equal to plus 2. Then nickel electronic configuration. It is 3d8 4s2. And it is 3d8 4s0. Now we will fill the orbitals. Like this we will fill. Here Cl is a weak ligand. It is a weak ligand, or we can say high spin ligand. So the orbitals will not get pair. And we need 4 vacant orbitals. So this we have used. So here 1s and 3p orbitals are used. So its electronic configuration is sp3.